Yo, NCCP, this is Pastor John joining you on this snowy first day of spring. Can you believe it? Yes, I can. We're thankful as we're making our way through Holy Week that we have an opportunity to spend some time together. This series, Work of the People, where we're looking at liturgy and a role that it plays in our faith and growing our faith, has been going really well this week. At all three locations, we'll be looking at the service of death and resurrection, which we have in our memorial services and our funeral. So it'll be a great way to look and prepare as we make our turn towards Holy Week. With that being said, I want to show you a couple things on our website that can be helpful. Over the last few months since Christmas, really, I've been working on transitioning our website, nccpumc.com, to a responsive website. That's just a fancy term for allowing your website to be able to be used across platforms. And so theoretically, it should look just as good and be just as useful on a desktop, laptop, mobile device such as a smartphone or a tablet. And so slowly but surely, we've been doing that. At the same time, we've been trying to be consistent with our theme, our color code. Now, if you're looking, I'm not sure how this translates across the webcast here, but just it's like a teal color and black. Teal and black is our color scheme that we're using and trying to stay pretty consistent with that, along with our burnt cross and flame for the United Methodists. So I just want to show you a couple ways that this has played itself out on our website. First of all, our homepage looks like this. It's very streamlined. It's very image-driven front page. You'll see across the top that we have just a couple buttons. Info, and so that's really, if you want more info about, you can see the link to NCCP, our staff, and marriage. That will grow. And then I'll hit info here in just a second and show you the real power between that button. Locations, you can go to Grace, Greenmount, St. John's. And then these three buttons, belong, grow, and share. You're going to be hearing a lot about the weeks following Easter. And this is a way to show in the Wesleyan tradition and what we've already been doing in terms of discipleship and just naming it. But we're going to be talking about discipleship as belonging, as growing, as sharing, and again, in a series called Road Trip, as we look at Jesus' walk to Emmaus. But if you go on there, you'll see drop downs and you'll see different pages that fall under belong, including first visit for guests and visitors. You'll see grow, growing in our faith, and you'll see some different pages here that come off of that. And then you'll see share, which again, the care team, go, mission and outreach, and give, our online giving. And I'll show you a couple of those in just a second as well. But if you scroll down, and if the middle button will go right to our, if you pressed on that, it would go right to our video on what is NCCP. If you click on the right image, that's the NCCP weekly webcast, which we're doing right now. But more importantly, if you hit this welcome and it's NCCP info, if you hit that, it's going to open up another screen with lots of images. And this will be the last real big image page of the website. But you'll see different things, like if you wanted to know the service times, special events like celebrating 200 years, Bible studies, watching sermons, and you can read them for yourself, the current series. But I want to show you one that might be the most helpful, and that says NCCP events. It's right in the middle. If you hit NCCP events, it goes to our Facebook page, which you do not have to be on Facebook. It'll come up on your screen, even if you're not. And these are going to have our parish-wide events that are coming up. And so you'll notice in a nice little calendar format, combined service, and then it has the Holy Week schedule, Monday, Thursday, crosswalk, Good Friday service, and our event for kids, Resurrection Egg Hunt. The sunrise services aren't on here yet, but they will be soon. And so if you're on Facebook, you can interact with these. If you're not, you can at least see and mark your calendars for parish-wide events. And so that is that's a helpful event style page. So now we go back to the home page, and again we can click on the info, and I can show you a couple more things. If you want to know more about, let's say, the preaching series, so let's go and hit the preaching series. So and that's going to bring you to the current week's sermon. So that if you clicked on that, you're going to see the message about healing. If you come down, you can see the previous 9 series, and then a link to go to all the series from NCCP. And so you can click on those, and it's going to take you to a channel that have all the video sermons from those series. But more importantly, down below, not more importantly, but just as importantly, if you come further, there's a couple things I want to show you. First of all, the next series is Road Trip. So it gives you a little preview. Online giving. Again, I'll talk about that at another episode. But you should check that out and join that ASAP. At least give it a try. We also have text giving now. And we're going to have a big rollout of that. And so I encourage you to at least check it out. And sign up. Even if you're not going to utilize it right away, sign up. Get your text, because we can do text blast out. We can send messages out by text, like churches canceled because of snow. And so go check that out and follow those. But here's what I want to show you that's helpful right away. And that is, you can get the biblical readings for this series. It's going to ask you to download Dropbox. You do not have to do that. That's just the way that we share information. And I guess since I'm a member of Dropbox already, it didn't pop up that way. But you would just hit X if you don't want Dropbox on your computer. But anyway, these are the readings. And so this is the scripture reading. So if you're a liturgist or you just missed it and you want to catch it, you can print out or save to your e-reader directly the scriptures from that week. And so that is very helpful. So you can see what we're going to be reading this Sunday, March 22nd, for the service of death and resurrection. It's Psalm 39. And so it's all integrated. It's a wonderful tool, and we're very excited to share that. So spread that news. That a lot of times we'll get questions from the liturgists. What are we reading? And we don't mind telling you by answering your text or email. But just know that you can get it right away. You can get all the readings for the whole series by clicking on the preaching page. And I showed you how to get to it by the icons. You can also get it up here, growing in your faith. The preaching is there as well. Some of you are reading along. If you go to the Learn page, you're reading along and CPS, Cross-Platform Studies. And if you go to that page, you can see some of you are doing the Lenten study. You can download those Gospel of Matthew's right there. You can also look forward to, we're going to be doing another CPS study, Acts Backward. And we also have this Discover Christ you can read about now as well. And so all those are very helpful and fun ways to participate. I'll show you one last link, or two. I'll show you two. Be sure to check out the sports link. It's a growing ministry of the parish. If you remember, we've done cornhole in the past at Grace for the community. We've done volleyball tournaments too now, and we did 7-on-7 football back in the fall for kids and youth. We have on here a survey for adult kickball. So if you're doing adult kickball before the spring's over, we have our March Madness bracket challenge that we're doing for fun. So just some fun ways for fellowship and outreach. And so be sure to check out this page as well. And it's a great ministry of the church, I believe, that's having a good impact and growing together. And then also the share. There's information about mission and outreach. There's information about our care team. And then our online giving has some information about that and a link to sign up for that service. And it's really easy, really simple. You can do it from your computer. You can do it from your mobile devices, and you can even text give now. And so I really encourage you to go and register, hit the register button, and take care of that today, including setting up your text. And I'll walk us through that probably in the next episode or two of NCCP, or maybe a special episode, because we're really going to be, people have asked for this. We've had it available to us, but we're going to start really showing people how to use it, because it's such a great tool, and people are writing less and less checks. Checks are expensive to write and expensive in terms of bank fees. And so this is a great way um, to give on demand. But you could also set up systematic giving as well. Great way to track your giving, and it's just a great tool to check out. It's actually I'll say more about this later, but yeah, I'll just save it for later. But it's a really, really nice um, company that we're working with, and so I'm just excited about that. So let's go back one more time to the front page. So just explore that. Again, we'll talk more about belong, grow, and share, but you can really spend some time on working on where are your favorite pages now, and get yourself familiar with that as we move on with the website. And the footers in the bottom also are the same on every page, and some easy and helpful information. So may God be with you continuously as we make our way to the springtime, and may God be with you until we meet again this Sunday or around the parish. Amen.